Hey guys, it's Dino. Today is Saturday, May 31st, 2014, and we are unofficially at the very beginning of summer right now. It's a wonderful day outside. I'm wearing a tank top and I'm not cold. So I have been on testosterone for about 2 years and 7 months, and I've been post-op for almost a year. You know, definitely since having top surgery last year, I'm almost like, at least for being 20 years old, you know, pretty much at one with myself. I mean, for where I could be in my life at this point. I mean, obviously, you know, at 20 years old, you're not going to know, like, everything, and I don't really want to know everything, you know? That's getting too deep for this, but I don't know, I'm happy where I am right now, and I'm happy where I'm going. I have a jam-packed, pretty much rest of the year after this. I am pretty much really booked for a lot of photography stuff for the month of June, which is great because I like money and I like to get money doing what I like to do, and I think that my business is really starting to pick up and kind of as a freelancer, it's great. So basically for all of June I'm going to be like local, like bouncing around like New England a little bit, and then for all of July I'm going to be in Italy studying abroad with my school. I was supposed to be taking a photo course there, landscape photography, but that didn't happen due to lack of enrollment. So I am in a painting course, which actually I'm not too concerned about. I mean, I don't really know what painting is going to teach me in terms of how that's going to like kind of go into my photography, but I've been talking to numerous people about it, and I think that in the least it will teach me about like texture and shape and like more about like the, I guess, the fine art composition of something, and kind of like just the colors and the shapes and that kind of stuff. Like I don't know painting terms, but yeah, so it's not like I'm not going to be doing any photography out there anyways. Like, you know, I have my camera with me pretty much by my side all the time. I mean, the painting instructor that I'm going to be working with, she does a lot of like multimedia collage work and stuff, and so she is more than happy to like let me kind of just do my own thing. So I think that I'm going to find a way to kind of definitely combine the two. And I'm excited to see what happens after going to Italy. And then after I get back from Italy, I'm here for like 3 days, and then I'm going to Vermont for 5 days, and then I'm coming back here for like a couple of days. And then on August 13th at 6 a.m. I have a flight from here to Florida, which is where I'll be spending my next semester at a school called Ringling College of Art and Design in Sarasota, Florida. And they're a really like commercial industry-based school, which I'm really excited about, because like I'm going to be taking 2 photo courses and 1 kind of related intermedia course. The 2 photo classes that I'm taking are stage photo and fashion and portraiture. The intermediate class is production design, which is you're working with like videographers and scriptwriters and directors and set builders to make a movie pretty much. And I think that that will really give me some good hands-on experience for like working in a team of people and like being an art director and kind of just like the collaboration it takes to make a movie, you know? My hopes for the future is that I'll be directing shoots at some point, be them video shoots or photography shoots. So I think that what I'm going to be learning at Ringling is definitely what I really want to go into. But I mean, people ask me like, you know, Dino, what kind of photography are you going to go into when you graduate? I'm like, I don't freaking know. Like, you know, I've been in New England for all 20 years of my life, and I have only been able to experience a tiny bit of the world and a tiny bit of all the photography and art that can be offered to me. Like, you know, I'm in a freaking 20-mile radius, and the world is so goddamn vast, and the world of photography is so goddamn vast that I don't really know what I'm going to go into, because I'm learning so many different things, you know, so fast, and I kind of just want to go explore this one, that one, and just, you know. So I'm kind of just trying to explore as many different things as possible, hence why going to Italy and staying here and going to Florida and kind of just jumping around everywhere, because I want to get that experience, you know. Okay, not to mention that Montserrat, the school that I go to right now, is about 400 students, and then and the school down there is about 1,500 kids. So it'll be a change of pace, and it's a kind of more established campus. They also have a dining hall, so it means I don't have to cook all the time. I'm spending the next semester in Florida because it's kind of like a foreign exchange program among domestic US schools. So I'm just spending one semester down there, then I'll be back up here for the spring. So while we're on the topic of school, I'm pretty much past being halfway done with my undergrad career. I'm entering my junior year of college. I have learned so much, like more than I can imagine. I am being challenged with my art. I am meeting and talking to and forming relationships with people that I really connect to, that I really appreciate and build off from. I really appreciate the opportunities that I've been offered here. Because in high school, I wasn't really challenged as much with my art. I never really formed, like, a solid set of friends, like really close-knit friends. Because I didn't really connect with a lot of people at high school. I mean, now after we've graduated and after we've kind of grown up a little bit, I'm reconnecting with them, and I think everybody's kind of figuring out their own thing. But yeah, I mean, I definitely feel a lot stronger partnerships with folks that I go to school with. And because we're all so creative-minded, we build off of each other, and we also don't share the same views on things, so it's even more like kind of just a great mix of things. Because if you share the same views with people, like, if nobody was there to kind of like question you or have a debate or have different, views of things, you're not going to get anywhere in life, It's boring. Change doesn't happen if you guys all agree on one thing. But yeah, sophomore year was pretty stressful and crazy. It was pretty bumpy, to say the least. I was living off campus fall semester, but I had some roommate issues, and that was a whole shit storm. So I moved back on campus for the spring semester. I lived with 3 other guys, and it was pretty good. It was great. We didn't really have any issues. Then I decided it would be a great idea this past semester to take studio courses in 3 separate majors, which is not a good idea because you can't really overlap your work. Like, I was taking a class in graphic design, in sculpture, and videography. I actually ended up dropping the graphic design course really early on, and then I had a lot of trouble with the sculpture course, which was robotics and kinetics. I think that everybody in that class kind of struggled because we didn't really know what we were doing, and we couldn't really work after class because we didn't really know what we were doing. So I didn't get a good grade in that class, but it's fine. Like, my GPA is still pretty strong at a 3.3. Let's just say that I'm glad this semester is over. Summer's here. I am busy. I'm excited for going to Italy and going to Florida, running around everywhere, and it's kind of unreal. And I'm also I'm happy. Like, I'm not used to kind of just being like happy with no strings attached. Like, just when I think that things were going great and lovely, something would always happen. Like, the last summer, shortly before I was going to get surgery, my friend Liv passed away. I'm so used to just plans always falling through, just getting so excited for something and then only to be let down, that I pretty much trained myself to be very skeptical of things and not get excited about anything until they actually happen. So it's kind of how I feel about traveling right now. But I think that I'm warming up to it a bit. I think that I'm definitely loosening up about being more easygoing, about things being canceled or things changing plans or whatever. And I think that that's kind of been one of the biggest things that I've learned over the past couple of years, that nothing really goes smoothly. And it's not a bad thing, I think that you definitely gain a lot more life experience and learn a lot more from your hardships than when things go smoothly. You learn from your mistakes, The way I view it is that there's no such thing as failure, because I think that even if you didn't acquire the objective that you had hoped for, you still acquire knowledge and you still acquire experience from it, and you still learn something from it. I'm an optimist, and I think that that is what has gotten me through pretty much all the shit that has gone down in my life, I mean, I'm just super grateful and super fortunate for what I have and for where my life is going. So because I'm traveling so much, I started up a travel blog, which you guys should check out. I will link that somewhere on this video. I've kind of only recently kind of started talking about being local and stuff in New England. I'm pretty much going to be comparing and talking about what it's like to be living in New England and Florida in Italy, and how that kind of all clashes together, and kind of just really reflect upon it. And I've been doing a lot of biking lately around the area, and I've been doing that kind of intentionally because I think that it really forces you to kind of slow down and kind of look at the scenery around you, because when you're so used to your surroundings, you kind of stop looking around. I think that what I'm definitely trying to do is just kind of slow down and take a breather and kind of just enjoy my lovely New England scenery as much as I can. And so I'm kind of starting to lose train of thought right now because I've been talking too much. So I'm going to end this video right here. I will give you guys more updates, hopefully when I'm in Italy and traveling all over the place. I'll see you soon.